Hey guys, it's me, Reset. You may also know me by many names. And in today's video, I interviewed the two deadliest players in Zenless Zone Zero. I asked them various questions about what they think of the game and of the end game, and see their opinions so we can get a sort of introspect on how the deadliest players think. Stay tuned until the end, and here we go into the video. Can I confirm you are Henry UXO?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just had to make sure I'm getting the right person here. Well, this is sort of the interview. Just kind of get your opinions on stuff, you know. It's just like that.
Okay.
So, we'll start with the first question. Who is your favorite character in Zenless right now?
Story-wise or just
Sort of
what?
just like a in general thing. Could be meta, story.
I would say Cecia or
Cecia?
Norma.
Lisa, Norma? Okay. They're two good options. Okay. Next question is about Season 3. Like, what do you think of the meta right now or the story in Season 3? currently?
So, meta-wise, Anomaly is kind of kicking my ass right now.
Oh, okay.
But, story-wise, I like the story for Season 3 so far. I need the next story.
What do you think of the end game? Shiyu Defense and Deadly Assault, even the new one they added.
They're pretty fair on how they give us buffs and whatnot for each boss.
Okay.
And for like the new end game, it's just like we get trial characters and it's just basically testing our skill level on each character and each boss ability.
So, how many pulls do you have saved up for the next patch? Of course, it's the anniversary and everyone's like sort of anticipating. How many pulls do you have?
Right now, I have I think 78 or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use some of them soon.
Oh,
But
right.
I will get Remiel and maybe dial in.
Right. Yes. That is good. Who is your best built character right now? I'd like to know.
I think it's Xinguang.
Xinguang?
I would believe so.
And this is the last question, but what is the most
Okay.
difficult boss in the game for you? Someone like you.
Like weekly
Like
boss.
end game, weekly, any of the ethereals in the game right now.
I think right now, I guess like through eyes of an end game player, Gertza Blulu, because I don't have an actual anomaly team that actually does enough damage.
Oh,
But
okay.
I only get 2 stars. That's really it. I
Okay,
think
that-
that would be the hardest one for me.
That makes sense. Okay. That is the last question. Good to know. Thank you for taking this interview, and you can return to your things, to what you do. Can I confirm this is Omni J?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. I just had to make sure we got the right person here.
Okay.
And I'd like to start with like an intro question. Who is your favorite character right now?
My favorite character right now is Evelyn Chevalier.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. So the first question is, what do you think of Season 3? So in terms of like meta and the story, like what do you think of it?
Okay. In terms of story, I think season 3 is like doing way better than the last two like patches, right? I think it's doing way better. But in terms of meta, I'm not the most qualified person to talk about this, but I think for people who haven't like pulled super recently, I feel like some of us are kind of falling behind because the stuff or the team that you need are kind of they're very modern, and as somebody who doesn't really have a modern team, I'm falling behind.
Okay. That sort of leads into the second question of what do you think of the end game, like Shiyu Defense, Deadly Assault, and the newer one?
I mean, I think they're fine. I
Okay.
think they're fine. I think Shiyu DA are like fine. They've always been the same, of course, but the new one is definitely interesting. You know, they give you the characters, but it's based off of, it's technically quote unquote skill based. But I just, you know, I think they're fine. I don't have any gripes against it.
So next question is, how many pulls do you have saved up for this next patch? Of course, it's an anniversary and everyone's like anticipating what's coming out. So I'd like to know how many pulls you have.
I have about like 130 or 135 in between that range. I don't know the exact number, but around that much.
So right now, who is your best built character
Ooh, my best built character is probably Evelyn.
So this is the last question here. What is the most difficult boss in the game for you?
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe? Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, well, thank you for taking this interview, and yep, that's all. As you can see here, the Deadliest Players have a very different mindset in comparison to us more casual players, and I feel like with this interview, I gained an understanding of what it meant to be the deadliest in Zenless Zone Zero, and hopefully I can implement their sort of mindsets and their strategies into the newer end games and clear and hopefully reach the level of being a top 1% player. Now, this should be the end, but there is someone else we are missing, and it is... Can I confirm this is Shinsu?
Shinsu Panero in the flesh.
Okay. So this is sort of like an interview, but I'd like to talk about, like, why do you want to get revenge on the Deadliest Player, Henry UXO? I would like to know. I'd really like to know why you want to get revenge on them.
Oh, it's a long story. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
Where do I even begin? Banksy XO. You know, for the longest time on the Stroke SMP, he's been known as the Deadliest Player. And with that, he has certain perks. He does whatever he pleases, whenever he pleases. And that's just the perk of being the strongest, clearly. Everyone fears him, no one can stop him. And Henry, he decided to abuse this power. Let me paint a picture for you. Alright, 1 week ago, Henry, he's walking around. This is obviously him trying to showboat, right? He wants to show that he has all this might. And he is still the strongest. Now, I was just in my house at this time. I didn't want to get really caught up with all his antics. So I just went back and I waited until he left. And then I wait a few minutes. I'm ready to go back to finishing my build. It's at that moment I hear a knock on my dark spruce door. It's Henry. And let me tell you, he stands there, he looks at me, he looks at my base, and he flips back between the two. He does this for a minute. You want to know what he says at the end of this? Your base is mid. It's low-key ugly. Bar for bar, word for word. And then, not only does he destroy my dark spruce door, before he leaves, he puts a block of dirt down on my front porch and places a birch sapling on it. And then he simply leaves. Unacceptable. I cannot let him get away with these antics anymore. I am sick of him being the deadliest. I'm sick of him being the strongest. I am sick of him doing whatever he pleases. He can't stay at the top forever, and I will have my revenge.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Very captivating story, yes. Thank you for sharing your story. Hopefully this will get to the masses. Hopefully.
Thank you for giving me this platform. I truly appreciate it. Just know, you better be prepared for what's to come.